What's up everyone, Forz here, and today's video is going to be about raids and nightfall activities. Now, these were explained earlier by IGN's Ryan whatever, and he was interviewing Luke Smith, the design leader or the lead design for Destiny, and basically he just went on in the video talking about how raids work and how nightfall missions will impact your build and stuff like that. And I'm just gonna basically paraphrase what he said and put a little bit put some thought into it so you guys can have a better understanding of what raids really are and the deep understanding on nightfall missions. So let's go ahead and start off with raids first. It's unlike any strike activity. Raids require cooperation and communication with your teammates. Basically, you have to really try hard, MLG status, stuff of that nature. The activity takes place with you and 5 other buddies into a place that you've never been to, a place you've never gone to, and a place you will frequently return. This is quoted by Luke Smith himself. And it will demand you to do things that you've never been asked to do in a shooter before. In raids, you will need strategic planning and a ton of communication to barely survive. Bungie does not expect us to get through a raid the first time around. They actually expect us to die a lot frequently and basically forces us to learn how the raid works. And we're gonna have to do a lot of strategic and planning, as I stated before. Unlike anything else in Destiny, raids will not stay on that specific level. For example, you might have a strike playlist at level 22. Everything in that playlist will stay consistent. So if you are in a level 20, if you are level 26 in a strike, you will be more powerful than the activity. In a raid, however, if it starts at level 25, that's not where it ends. Part of going through the raid is gearing up and to accumulate more gear and better weapons, adapting to the situations that it's asking you to go through. Bosses are a big thing in raids. Raid bosses are different from strike bosses. They are still big and monstrous, but they have a bunch of abilities unlike anything you've really experienced in a shooter before. Raids are going to make you keep coming back. As a reward for beating a raid, you will get amazing gear. The gear will continue to get better and better and make you keep coming back so you can get the best of the best gear in the game. The game really begins at level 20, as stated by Luke Smith. Then you start gearing up after level 20, which you earn through XP. That number is going to change and its meaning is going to change. This is about building an arsenal where you have all the different archetypes you like, all the damage colors that you want to chew through enemy shields. All these things you're going to build an arsenal. Every day you sign into Destiny, there will always be something to do. Challenges with XP bonuses, so you can use that XP to level up armor and or weapons. Now this is a big thing, guys. Leveling up, they're really focusing on the armor and the gear in general in Destiny. Now, as we all know, level 20 is a soft cap. It is not the complete cap. You can still go higher than level 20, but level 20 is the basis where basically it starts there. You can start acquiring different types of gear. Vanguard, a lot of the Vanguard and a lot of the Crucible marks you're going to need to accumulate these beast gear that you're going to be using in these raids, which you're going to need really exotic gear in order to have a chance against them. So that's all of raids that you need to know thus far. I will make an in-depth video more about the types of gear you will be accumulating in raids, but that's for a different video. Let's go ahead and head to Nightfall. Now, Nightfall activities come in 2 different types: daily activities and weekly activities. Extremely exotic rewards come from completing these activities. One of the rewards would be currency that lets you buy the most powerful arcane gear in the game. For example, an exotic weapon like the Red Death, which is extremely hard to find and cannot be earned just by completing a simple mission. However, completing the weekly activities gives you the currency so you can go ahead and buy those special weapons like the Red Death. Also, Nightfall is an endgame activity that can be done fresh out of level 20. Its purpose is to constantly challenge one another, or each one of us as Guardians. Even after level 20, the Nightfall daily activity will be challenging in and of itself. Even with allies with you, it's quoted by Luke Smith that it's going to be hard. it's going to be really challenging, even though you are like level 20 or level 22 and you have all these beast armor and weapons. That it's going to be tough. And the weekly activities will have you investing time and pushing you as far as you can go, giving you extremely hard enemies. Now, the weekly activities are in a whole different league of themselves, asking you to invest a lot of time, a lot of energy into it so you can get what you so truly deserve, is those exotic weapons, the nice armor and gear that you're going to need for those raids. This challenge will now also include the toughest enemies and bosses. It's also going to enable a bunch of modifiers or handicaps that are going to make it even extremely more difficult. For example, it might decrease the damage of all arc weapons by 75%. If you have a specific build built around arc type weapons, you are basically going to be nerfed and get smacked by the entire enemy roster, because you're gonna have shotgun arc, a heavy weapon arc, and assault rifle arc, and it's gonna have 75 less damage towards all these enemies. So it's gonna basically force you to change around your build that you've already been building throughout the game, and so it's gonna keep you on your toes, and you're gonna want to go like, maybe I should switch out for this void shotgun and help me be more equipped to this Nightfall weekly challenge. So that's more or less everything that the video has talked about in the Nightfall and raid explanation video that IGN uploaded a while back ago. It's probably like a day or two old, but this is an in-depth video explaining how things are going to work. Raids are a lot more challenging than strikes. They're gonna be a lot longer. They're gonna basically thrive off you and the teamwork of your teammates, and you're gonna have to have really good gear in order to even stand a chance. Communication is key, and also cooperation is going to be key in the raids. Now, the Nightfall daily and weekly challenges, the daily challenges are going to be pretty difficult in and of itself. It can be done by yourself or with teammates. Luke actually has hinted that it's preferred that you do it with teammates. You can have more of a chance of completing the daily challenges. And then if we head into the weekly challenges of Nightfall, they will be extremely more challenging, and also having, of course, it's going to give you better rewards, such as rare currency that can be used to buy exotic weapons and armor. These are going to push very limits. So Destiny has a lot in store for us, even after endgame, or how Luke Smith likes to put it, your journey begins at level 20. And from the looks of it, just by reading more about the Nightfall activities and the raids, it really looks like everything in Destiny will start to be even better once you've beaten the campaign, once you've hit level 20, and then you hit that cap. Once you've hit that peak, you can actually start to level up more and level up specific things in your build to make your guardian yours. And so this is really exciting because it gives me reassurance that Destiny is going to be bigger than most people think. It's also going to give a lot of playability, and it's going to keep you playing for a long time. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions about anything I talked about in the video, leave it in the comment section below. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed and helped you give some insight on what raids really are and Nightfall activities explained a little bit more in detail. My next video is going to be talking about the level cap in Destiny, and which, if you've already seen, that it's not going to be level 20. Level 20 is a soft cap, but the level system is going to keep going on. It's for a whole different video, because you're going to have to go more in depth on how you'll be able to escalate yourself from level 20 onward. I'm just going to give my thoughts, and I'm going to do a lot more research than I did on the raids and the Nightfall challenge activities that you will be doing in Destiny. So just stay tuned for that. Don't worry, guys, the level cap is not 20. According to the lead designer for Destiny, Luke Smith, he stated that that's basically when the game begins. So when the game comes out in September 9th, everything will be clear. But for right now, I'm going to do my best to explain everything about Destiny to the best of my abilities, and hopefully clear up any misconceptions you guys have about Destiny. So as always, Guardians, I'll see you all in the next one. Yeah.